I am now ready to do the machine basting up the center front of my fake fly, and I'm going to do this so I have a nice crisp fold line whenever I press the front seam. So I have switched my top thread to a different color. I'm using pink. It'll make it easy for you to see, and it'll also make it easy to remember which thread I'm going to take out at the end, because I don't want to take them all out. I only want to take out the basting ones. So if you want to change your top thread, you don't need a different colored bobbin, but you can change your top thread. You know where the buckets of other threads are, and just find one that's not the same color as yours. Make sure it's nice and bright so it's easy to remember to pull out. So I am on stitch number 1. The normal setting for stitch number 1 stitch length is 2.5, and we are going to bump it up all the way to 5. Okay, so it should be 5.0 on the screen. I'm going to put my presser foot down. I want you to see what this looks like when you are sewing with a basting stitch, because it's going to make twice as big of a jump. All right, see how big jumps of stitches that's doing? Needle up, presser foot up, and if you can see these, they are really big compared to the ones that we have down here that are the normal size. And that helps us to take them out easier because they're not as close together. Okay, so we only have just a few inches that we have to do like this. I am not going to backstitch because I want to be able to take this out easily. So I'm going to start right where my previous line of stitching, my permanent stitching, stopped. Okay, I'm going to drop my needle down right there, and I'm just going to stitch straight up this line. So no back stitching. I'm just going to baste, and because this moves a lot different than normal stitching, be careful and go slow because we want this line of stitching to be super accurate. Okay, remember, take those pins out. And whenever you are machine basting, you can always use a different color thread. It'll make it easier to take it out, except for when we do the side seams. And when we do the side seams, we just stitch right on top of the basting, and it's not a problem. All right, so I am up to the top. And remember, I am not going to backstitch. I overlap just about a stitch or so. Needle up, presser foot up, pull off to the left, and clip that. And I didn't clip this short. But Miss Jones, we always clip our thread short. No, I want this tail so it's easier for me to tear it out when I am done with it. So leave your tails long on your basting. Every other stitched seam needs to have the tails cut short. Alrighty, that's your step.